In this video I'm gonna record some wireless audio with this Hollyland Lark 150 wireless microphone system. Hi guys, my name is Matti Sulanto. I'm a photographer and a Lumix ambassador. And in this video I'll take a look at this Hollyland Lark 150 wireless audio system. And the reason I'm only showing you the box is that I'm using this product to record this audio in this video. And the receiver is on my camera and one of the two transmitters is in my pocket. And before I go any further, I have a disclaimer to make, but if you don't want to listen to this, please use the timestamp below and jump straight to the point. But this disclaimer is required by the law, so I have to say it. This product is not mine. I did not buy this. Hollyland sent me an email and they asked me if I'd like to review their product. And I agreed because I think this product looks interesting. I get these similar emails all the time, and most of the time I decline because the products don't look that good. But this one I decided to accept, and Hollyland told me I don't have to return this product. However, this video is not a paid advertisement. And everything I'm going to say in this video is my own opinion, as you can realize if you decide to watch this video. And now let's get to the point. Oh yes, there's one more thing, and there's always one more thing. I have an affiliate link down below, just in case after watching this you all of a sudden decide that you want to purchase the Lark 150 wireless audio system. Please use the link down below and you will support my channel at the same time. And now finally, let's get to the point. This Hollyland Lark 150 is a wireless microphone system, and there is one receiver, two transmitters, cables and two lavalier mics like this included in the box. And each of the transmitters also has a built-in microphone. And there is a smart case where everything can be stored and charged, and the smart case also has a built-in battery for some extra capacity. If you run out of battery somewhere, you can charge the receiver and the both transmitters in that case, even if you don't have any power available. At the start I said this product looks interesting, and the reasons it looks interesting to me is that there are two transmitters, which is great if you are making interviews or something like that, so you can have a separate microphone on both people in the video. And then this has some other neat features. Because you have two transmitters, you can have a stereo mode. Each transmitter is recording on a separate track, audio track. Then you have a mono mode, which only produces one audio track. And then you have a so-called safety feature, where the other track is recorded 6 decibels lower than the other one. So if there's a sudden peak in the audio, you will not get distortion so easily. And that is a very, very neat feature, especially if you're in a location and you can't necessarily control all the audio that is around you. And I have used this product for my YouTube videos, because these are the videos that I make all the time. And like I said already, I'm recording this audio with the Lark 150 and the included a lavalier microphone here, because I wanted you to hear how it sounds. And I have another full video that I made outside where I was using the Lark 50 also, but I used the transmitter and the built-in microphone in the transmitter, and I'll link to that video at the end of this video so you can check it out if you're interested. I think the user interface is very clear and intuitive. Both transmitters are color-coded, and you can easily see the status of both transmitters when you look at the small display on the receiver. And you can easily change the audio levels of both transmitters by turning the dials on the transmitter on the receiver. which is really nice. And you can also see the battery status, and you can change the mode, the audio mode, whether it's stereo, mono or safety track, by pressing briefly those dials on the receiver. I also like the size of both the transmitters and the receiver. Especially the transmitter is really tiny, and it's easy to place on your clothes almost anywhere. And also the receiver is small but not too small. And then about the audio quality. I'm not any kind of audio specialist, but the audio quality to me sounds more than adequate for this kind of productions, or YouTube or something similar, or maybe corporate videos or whatever, something small scale productions. If you're recording audio outside, you are going to need some kind of furry, dead cat, dead mouse type of windscreen on your microphone. And there are two such windscreens included in the box for the built-in microphones on the transmitters. And the way the furry windscreen mounts on the transmitter is really clever. It plugs into the microphone jack and it stays on really well. And I think the mounting system is much better than for example on the Rode Wireless Go system, where the windscreen can come off really easily. But unfortunately there are no furry windscreens for these lavalier microphones, so these are almost useless outside where it can be windy, and especially if you are working alone like I do most of the time, you can't monitor the sound, and it's a real bummer if you talk for a while and then you realize that the audio is not usable because of the wind noise in the audio. And then about the audio range. I made a very simple test outside, and let's see that first and then I'll comment a little bit on that. I'm now going to take exactly 10 1-meter steps away from my camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm exactly 10 1-meter steps away from my camera and I hope the audio is still good. I'm gonna take now 10 more 1-meter steps away from my camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now I'm exactly 21 meter steps away from my camera, and I hope the audio is still good. Maybe you can even hear the birds that are singing quite loudly here in this park. I'm just gonna turn around and see if the audio is good when the receiver and the transmitter are not seeing each other. But now I'm gonna go back to my camera. I think this is pretty much the range that you need in real life. I suppose this would carry much longer, but at least I don't need any longer distance than this. If 20 meters is reliable, then I'm pretty happy. Hollyland claims the range is 100 meters, which is probably true as long as there's a line of sight between the transmitter and the receiver. But as you saw in my test clip, the audio signal broke off pretty early when the transmitter and the receiver could not see each other's. But based on my previous experience with the Rode and Saramonic and other similar products, they all behave the same way. And as long as you have the line of sight between the receiver and the transmitter, you should not have any problems even with some longer distances. And then about the battery life. Hollyland claims 4 hours for the transmitter and 7.5 hours for the receiver. And I did not make any formal tests, but after about 2 hours outside in about -2 Celsius degrees and then another 2 hours inside in normal room temperature, I still had some battery life left on the transmitter. So that 4 hours is true, and you should get at least that at least on the transmitter. I said earlier that you can charge the transmitters and the receiver in the smart case, but unfortunately you can't charge these separately without the case at all. So you always have to have the case in order to charge these things. And it would be nice if you could also charge these separately, maybe with a USB-C or whatever system, just in case. I also had a weird battery status problem with this wireless system. When those transmitters and the receiver were in the case charging, I would never see the full charge on the small display, no matter how long I charged the case and the devices inside of it. And sometimes when I took out the receiver and one of the transmitters, I would see on the screen that the transmitter battery is flat, even though it was not flat. And when I put the devices back in the case and took them out again right away, I would again see the full charge on the screen. And this apparently is some bug, and there is a firmware update that rectifies the problem. However, the firmware update is only compatible with Windows computers, which is a pretty bad oversight by the manufacturer, I think, because this is 2021 and Apple users like me are not a tiny minority anymore like they maybe were 20 or 30 years ago. And many audio video professionals use Apple computers. And I really do hope Hollyland will fix this and make also an Apple compatible firmware update available. And one more minor thing about the smart case, there is just about enough room also for the cable and two furry windscreens for the transmitters. And I think that's really nice. Then you can have everything in that small case when you go out and make your videos. The major upsides, in my opinion, are the feature set, the price, which is reasonable, and the size, which is small enough but not too small. And the major downsides are the Windows-only compatible firmware update and that you can only charge the devices when they are in that smart case. But all in all, I would say this is a very good wireless microphone system for small-scale video productions. And here's the video I was talking about at the start, where I used the Lark 150 to record the audio. Please take a look, and thank you so much again, and I'll see you in the next video.